Daniel, about 8.5 hours in the car yesterday. I tried to figure out how many miles, and sometimes you want to take a nap, you get a little tired, and I think about that, and I think Kathleen Hayek is fighting and inspiring all of us, and I am so excited you get to go to the convention to represent us. I'm so excited for you. I'm so proud of you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Right after redistricting last year, when the new district lines came out, and all of a sudden, the district had Delaware County, which I love because, I have roots in Delhi. One of the very first things I did was came over and we had a beer at Muddy Waters, right? And you've been with me from the very beginning, and I love you and I'm proud of you. And I'm so inspired by Antonio Delgado. So some people don't know this. Antonio and I actually went to law school together. He was a couple years ahead of me, though, and somehow we didn't really know each other at law school, which is insane to me because we had to have been the two tallest guys on campus. And somehow never got to be friends then, but we have gotten to be friends since. The thing that I love the most about Antonio, yeah, Mateo, that's right. Yeah, we love him. Mateo loves Antonio Delgado. When we walked in, so Mateo was a little bit grumpy. We're going out doing stuff, a little bit grumpy, and he and Antonio hit it off. And he loves you, man. Antonio, one of the first conversations I had when I was thinking about going into politics was with the lieutenant governor, and he gave me a whole bunch of good advice. But the most important thing, he has 2 kids, young kids, going out and campaigning, and just talking about how important family is and how you have to draw on that going out and campaigning, because what we are fighting for is our kids' future. For all of you to be out here fighting for my kids' future so that Mateo and Patricio and Antonio's kids can grow up on a planet that's safe and habitable, it means the world to me. And Antonio, I look to you as an example for public service every day. We love you, man. Antonio Delgado.
Appreciation. Come on, let's give it up for Josh. Come on. Do you hear that hunger in him? Oh, that sounds good. Seriously, you gotta listen to the tone, listen to the energy, listen to the passion. He's got an edge to him. You want that edge. You want to feel like it's all on the line. You want that from your candidate, though. You want that. You want them to help you understand. They understand the damn stakes. They get it, and they're about to do whatever it takes. And it is a family endeavor. So it means a lot to be in the presence of that. I'm familiar with that. And I know that that's the kind of energy we need to all tap into. It's an energy that I think... if you go back to 2018, we know about that kind of energy. Yeah. And we know what it can do and how it can make the impossible possible. When we just put everything to the side and just have one uniform goal, and that is to engage, and that is to love, and that is to bring people together in the name of positivity, in the name of progress, in the name of who we fundamentally are as Americans, in the name of the sacrifices that have come before us to put us in this very position, in the name of our values, equality, freedom, liberty, justice, the rule of law, facts, truth. These things all matter to all Americans. I can feel myself revving up. So first, I want to thank Jim and Cindy and our hosts who've given us this beautiful space. And certainly, Kathy, I love you. You and I go back to the very beginning. And it means a lot to be in this space with you right now at this moment. So just want to publicly tell you how much I love you. And I'm always thinking about you. To all of our candidates who are stepping up, it means so much that you're willing to take this fight on, that you're willing to get in the ring. It is not easy. It just isn't to be scrutinized in the way that we all are and ought to be by the public. But that doesn't change the fact that it's hard. It's very hard to endure that type of scrutiny, sometimes ridicule, sometimes judgment that isn't appropriate or fair. But this is the role of service. This is the role of being a public servant. You put yourself out there to the public. You make yourself vulnerable to the public. You do that because you care about the public. You care about the people. You don't care about special interests. You don't care about power for power's sake. Power is the medium through which you seek to change people's lives. It is not an end in and of itself. And I am long tired of individuals who have made it their business throughout the very course of their entire political career to pursue power for power's sake. And let's be clear about something. Let's be clear about something. It's an epidemic. It's everywhere. And we're seeing it at the highest levels of government now. And we're seeing it with individuals who will fall in line, just fall in line for power. You can cheat, you can lie, you can denigrate, you can steal, you can be cruel, you can be ugly in how you engage with people. You can be the worst role model for any child in our country, and yet people will fall in line for power. They'll zip up their mouth and be quiet when faced with moral bankruptcy. And I want to be clear about what our great president said when he spoke to this nation and did an awesome, remarkably statesman-like thing. When he said, I'm going to step aside, when he said it is our choice, it is our decision if we're going to believe in decency. It is our choice if we're going to believe in character. It is our choice if we're going to believe in honesty. And you might say, well, of course, don't we all, or shouldn't we all? But we can't accept that as a baseline assumption any longer, because it's been proven to us. It's been proven that there are too many folks who call themselves public servants who are anything but. Their only objective is to stay in power and to control people. Not serve them, control. Control your bodies. Control the air you breathe, the water you drink. Control your voting. Control your ability to earn a decent living. Control your health care. Control everything about your life, and then want to wave the flag and call themselves patriots. Come on. It is hypocrisy at the highest level. Being a public servant means being for public goods. Public goods have to matter. Roads, streets, the air we breathe, the water we drink, these are all public goods. Information, public information, otherwise known as facts. That's a public good. Public servants need to maintain and cultivate and curate public goods. Healthcare, a public good. These are things that we have to stay in touch with. Listen, I worked in the private sector. I have no problem with folks making a lot of money. What I have a problem with is when our government loses sight of the fact that its job is to protect the general welfare, that its job is to enable the public good, and that we have to have that intact. That means backing labor in our unions. That means making sure we support the individuals who are doing the work every single day to put food on their table. It means making sure that we actually have proper regulations so that our children can drink clean water and breathe clean air. These things are public goods, and public servants protect them. That's what public servants have to do.